So you're a dog owner here in Medina, Ohio, and you know there are a ton of training options out there. But how do you find the right one? Well, that's exactly what this is for. A simple, practical guide to help you pick the perfect professional for you and your dog.
Here's our game plan. We've got 5 simple steps. First, we'll figure out what you actually want to accomplish. Then, we'll get into how to spot a qualified trainer, what it all costs, and the most important questions you need to ask. And finally, we'll talk about putting those new skills to use right here in Medina.
First things first, we have to get clear on what success really looks like for you. This is without a doubt the most important foundation for this whole process.
Before you even start searching, you've got to know what you're trying to do. Seriously, what does a well-behaved dog look like in your life? What do you want to be able to do together?
For a lot of us here, a big goal might just be having a nice, calm walk around the public square without any drama. For others, it's all about nailing the basics, sit, stay, coming when called. Or, hey, maybe you just got a puppy and it's all about potty training and socialization. And then, of course, there are those specific things like the leash pulling, the jumping, the barking. Getting really clear on these is your first big win.
Okay, so you know what you want to fix. Now, let's figure out who can actually help you do it.
Let's talk about the absolute bedrock of good modern dog training, positive reinforcement. It's pretty simple. It means using rewards to teach your dog what you want them to do, instead of punishing them for messing up. Not only does this work really well, but it also builds an amazing trusting bond between you two. Honestly, this should be a non-negotiable.
Now, all these letters can look kind of confusing, right? But just think of them as a quick way to see that a trainer has put in the work. Credentials like KPA CTP or CPDT KA mean they've actually passed tests on their skills and knowledge. And if you're dealing with more complex stuff, something like an IAABC CDBC shows they have specialized expertise. It's a great shortcut to see who's really dedicated to their craft. All right, so we know who to look for. Now let's talk about the different ways training can be done and, of course, what it's probably going to cost here in the Medina area. This way, you can find something that fits your life and your wallet.
Training isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. Group classes, they're fantastic for practicing good manners around other dogs and people. Private lessons give you that focused, one-on-one help. And in-home training is perfect for tackling issues right where they happen, like going nuts when the doorbell rings. There are even options like day training or intensive board and train programs if you need them.
So what are we talking about dollar-wise here in Medina County? Well, a set of group classes will probably run you somewhere between $140 and $280. A single private lesson, usually in that $100 to $175 range. This just gives you a good ballpark idea so you can plan for it.
Okay, you have all the background info you need. Now you're ready to actually talk to some trainers. And picking up the phone is so much easier when you know exactly what you need to ask.
Think of this as your little interview cheat sheet. You'll want to ask about their methods. Make sure you hear positive reinforcement. Ask about their certifications. A really good one is, how will you tailor this plan for my specific dog? Also be sure to get clear on how you'll track progress, what the total costs are, and what you're supposed to be practicing on your own. Asking these questions will help you make a great choice.
And now for the really fun part, putting all this hard work into practice. Because the whole point isn't just to have a great dog at home, it's about having an amazing companion you can take anywhere in Medina.
Part of being a great dog owner in our community is just knowing the local rules. Here in Medina, dogs have to be on a leash in all public spots. You also need to get a county license for your pup and, of course, keep their rabies vaccine up to date. That's state law. And remember, working on that excessive barking isn't just for your own sanity, it keeps the whole neighborhood happy.
So, once you've got some skills down, where do you go? We've got some awesome spots. The trails at Buckeye Woods Park are incredible for practicing that loose leash walking. Huffman Park has these big open fields, which are perfect for working on recall. Reagan Park has a great dog park for safe, off-leash fun. And once your dog is really ready, the public square is the ultimate challenge for staying calm and focused.
We wish you the absolute best of luck in finding a trainer. All the effort you're putting in now is going to pay off every single day. It pays off when guests come over and your dog doesn't jump all over them, when you're taking a peaceful walk through the neighborhood, and when you're just enjoying a beautiful day out on the square with your happy, confident, and well-behaved best friend.